Well, good morning. It's morning here in southern Mississippi. It's another nice, hot, and humid morning. And good morning to Sabre. He's already had his pasture time this morning. And we're going to do a little round pen work. He was out with Rex for about an hour and 45 minutes this morning. He's getting a little bit more used to it because he doesn't just take off and go running all through the pasture. He's starting to get used to it. He still enjoys it for sure, don't you? Gonna just get him a quick little walk around the yard here, so he doesn't just jump into things. Rex is pounding on the gate over there. He says, I want to go too. I forgot to get my tie blocker out. Sabre's just getting used to being tied, and I don't want him to get too claustrophobic with any of this. Get your head up. He got real sweaty yesterday when he was out. Another hot and humid day down here. And so Connie bathed him off, both he and Rex. Got him a nice hose off. Put him back in the barnyard underneath the fans. And that lasted about 2 minutes before each one of them, when they were done, went over and rolled in the sand. But he doesn't look too worse for the wear. So I'm going to lunge him with a saddle. This is the first time he's had a saddle on him since we got him back from LSU. He's pretty smart, so I'm anticipating he's not going to have any issues with the saddle yet. Want to smell? I'm not big on just throwing saddles up. I don't want them to be uncomfortable. And I don't want them to anticipate something that is uncomfortable throwing that saddle up. Can I help? See if I need to take that up a notch on this other side here. Well, it's as good as we get over here. He may need a little smaller cinch. We shall see. He's ridden in the back cinch before, and didn't seem to have any issues with that at all. So I'm going to slide that on today. I didn't feel like dismantling the saddle and taking that off this morning. So I'm going to ride him in a rope hackamore. He's used to having his rope halter on, so I figured this would be kind of easy for him this morning. Let's just slip this over your head just in case you decide to go someplace else. Hey, bud. Alright, I need your face back. Alright, buddy. Let's go over to the round pen. You seem a little excited to go. That's good. I'm going to try this video with two perspectives. Never done this before. It may work. It may be a total flop. But you don't know if you don't try. We're working on our arena here. Going to get some more panels for it. We had to take part of them down, as I said in a previous video, in order to build our round pen. Alright, so since we're going to just be lunging him in a moment, just going to tie this up. And we'll slip his reins up over the saddle horn as well. Alright, bud. Let's start a little lunging. Well, that's good. He's just walking off and he's not starting into immediate trot and speeding up. It's not changing his speed. Doesn't seem to like to go over to that side of the arena that my other camera's set up on. We'll work on that today. Oh, good boy. Well, this seems pretty relaxed. Doesn't seem to be worried at all about having that saddle on or the hackamore working. He wants to put his head down, but the reins won't let him do that. Let's try a little trot. Ooh, just trotting. Attaboy. Attaboy. Good job. All right, let's go the other way. Easy. Change direction every time he's going to speed up. That's it. Seems to like going to the left a little bit better, but he did the same thing at Tim's. So not surprised. All right, let's try that other direction. All right. Trot. That's a little better. Good job, Sabre. That's it. Good boy. Ooh. All right. I think you're doing pretty well. And considering this is coming loose, we don't want that. Alrighty. Well, we're going to change this up a little bit. I wasn't sure how this was going to go. We're going to give it a shot. Let's see how he does with me sitting on him today. Come on, back up, back up, back up. All right. I'm anticipating things are going to go pretty well, actually. In case, we're going to put his Makati down into my belt loop there. Oop. Step up. Step up. Oop. Step up. Oop. All right, very nice, buddy. Very nice. Like Tim said in his latest video, sometimes it's just standing for a minute. All right, let's walk on. Well, pretty much as I anticipated, he is pretty relaxed. No big issues here at all. In fact, he is doing this quite easy. I figured he was a very smart boy. He was going to remember what we've done in the past. He's remember being ridden. In fact, he hasn't been backed in, boy, is it 6 weeks? It's at least 5. The other way. Good boy. This is the way he speeds up a little bit. See how he does. Nice. Slowed right down. Good job, Sabre. Well, this is a great accomplishment today. I'm very happy about this. Let's try a little trot. A little tight in here. I want to get this a little bit bigger, but I'm going to run out of panels for even making partial arena here, and I don't want to do that. So I think what we're going to do is take a moment, move some cameras, and I'm going to try him on the half arena and see how he does. So we will be right back. Ooh. All right, we are back. We are out in the arena now versus the round pen. I'm just going to walk him around here, get him used to this. First time he's ridden in our arena. He's been in here. In fact, he and Rex walked over since I don't have it completely closed off this morning. Working on killing this grass that's in here, and it's dying pretty quick now. I sprayed it last week. Doing great, Sabre. You can go over those logs if you wanted to. I figured I'd just give him a little visual to, if this was going to come to fruition today, so he would stay in this half arena. Three-quarters of it is fenced. Figured that way if he decided to move off a little faster, we've got some areas to block him off in, but he hasn't needed that so far. Alright, let's try a little trotting in here. Seems to be doing pretty well. Still working on keeping the speed consistent. Doing great, Sabre. Oop, keep talking. So far, I could not be more pleased, considering he hasn't been ridden it all this time. No, we're not walking. Come on. Good news for me too, because he's going to go back to Tim Anderson probably the end of June. Today is the 30th or 29th I guess of May, so about a month. But this will be nice. I can work him, keep him at least tuned so when he goes back to Tim's, it's not going to be a whole lot of regression, and he can just kind of pick up. Come on. Come on, Sabre. Want to get his muscles back tuned up. So I learned something from Tim this year. That trotting builds muscle and loping builds stamina. Thought that was pretty cool. So we're working on musculature. Come on, Sam. So trotting is going to be our friend here. And walk. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, Sabre. Come on, bud. Are you getting lazy on me now? It's the most work you've done in 6 weeks. Come on. To be fair, this sand is a little bit harder to walk in than it would be on hard ground. It's kind of like us riding on or running on the beach. He's keeping his ears up. He is not anxious. He's not worked up. I think we're gonna start working with some spurs with him. Some people think that spurs are mean and aggressive. They're actually easier on the horse if you do them correctly. Anybody that is kicking their horse in spurs is being mean. They should be just used for doing a little squeeze and doing some tapping. All right, bud, let's go the other direction. Kind of used to this one. That was your favorite way, so now we're going to go to the less favorite way. He is such a people-oriented horse that I think that curbs some of the Arab hot-bloodedness in him. He's very much a people pleaser. I still get a kick out of people that were watching Sabre on Tim Anderson's site and were saying he's too hot-blooded, he's crazy. And I think one of them, Tim even had a video talking about, somebody said he had Fruit Loops for brains. Well, I think I'm going to have to differ on that for just a little bit. The majority of the people thought he was really good. Those were a few outliers. Some people just hate on a certain breed of horse. I've got my favorites. Obviously, I like Arabs. My wife, Connie, is really into the Morgans. I see Rex over there, one of our 2 Morgans. I personally am not a quarter horse fan. That doesn't mean I don't respect their abilities and can't look at them for the beautiful animals that they are. They're just not my style. I've ridden quarter horses in the past, but as you can see, Sabre's head is up just a little bit, and oftentimes when we're riding, his head will be really up the more excited he gets. Morgans do the same thing. Quarter horses drop their head almost straight out from the shoulder. I'm used to having something in front of me, and when I'm on a quarter horse, there's nothing there. It makes me feel a little naked. But they are extremely versatile horses, can do just about anything, very popular, and I can certainly appreciate them for what they are, and I certainly wouldn't disparage anybody for having one. All right, Sabre, let's do one more trot instead of boy. As you can see, his head is up just a little bit more. Again, Arab Morgan trait. Boy, Sabre. He's doing great in this rope hackamore today. No issues whatsoever with that. And I thought this would be a little easier for him for his first time riding in 6 weeks. Not jumping right back into a bit in his mouth. He was started riding on just a halter anyway, at least with Tim, and then moved up to a bit. I rode him a couple of times at Tim's in just a halter. And walk. Come on. I'm going to slow him down. He wants to stop. That'll be something I'll talk with Tim about. See what we need to do to keep him moving when we bring him down out of a trot. Back to walking here. Come on, Tate. I know you're not sore. You haven't done that much today, and you've been out and about. Had the chiropractor out here after he had his surgery and was in the different positions that they had to do to get that done. He had some stuff out of place. We got that all put back. That's a good boy, Sabre. Good boy. So I know he's got orthopedic-wise and structure-wise, he's all in alignment. He's well healed from the surgery. But I think that's gonna wrap this one up for today. Couldn't be more pleased. Great time out here on a beautiful morning, other than some humidity. But if you don't like humidity or can't stand humidity, Mississippi is not the place for you. So we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to let him have a little cool down here. Then let him have some stall time with his hay. I enjoyed riding this morning. Hope you enjoyed watching it.